You're listening to Edge Radio 99.3 with Katie. We just had an Edge Radio recommend there, the Jezebels with Dark Storm. Amazing stuff from those guys there. I'm joined in the studio now with Simon and Brad, CBloggers.
How are you going? Hey, Katie.
CBloggers extraordinaires. Yes, we're here to talk about it all. Bit of a debrief, I think, because we're all sort of missing each other.
It's
our
funny,
CBlogger family.
It's been less than 24 hours and everyone's having a breakdown.
We're all pining. It's terrible.
It's a bit ridiculous, really, but we thought we needed to share it with the wider Tasmanian community. What we got up to. What is this business about flogging? CBAA 2010 hashtag has had a bit of a...
Well, for those who aren't aware, the Community Broadcasting Association of Australia's conference was held at Rest Point over the weekend. So community station workers and people involved in the community media sector all converged on Rest Point on the weekend to take part in workshops, sessions, parties, all of that stuff, celebrating community radio and the community media sector as a whole. And one of the projects as part of the CBAA conference was, of course, the CBloggers project.
And that was us.
It was us. And so 20 young people from across Australia were chosen to be a part of the project, and essentially it was to promote the conference through an online blog, integrating lots of social networking websites. And so I guess a lot of the community media sector will be going online in the future, sort of integrating their radio online as well and interacting with the listener that way. So that was what we were mainly doing with CBloggers, is interacting with people online about the conference to promote it and to sort of reinforce as to what a big part social networks are going to play in our future in the community media sector.
Yes, and Twitter.
Twitter was a big one.
Twitter went mental. I lost count how many CBAA hashtags 2010 came up on my feed.
Well, yeah, on the final day, I think the count was something like over 2,000 tweets, which happened over just 3 days. And CBAA 2010 hashtag actually became a trending topic in Australia.
Well
It
done.
took like less than 2 hours into the conference, and it had hit number 5 on the list of Australian trending topics.
Yeah.
Changing the way.
Amazing stuff. So, hopefully a lot of young people will be excited about the conference next year.
Yeah, and we got a few new hashtags that developed from our hashtagging. We got Jürgen Hunt.
This lovely guy who was attending the conference mysteriously started tweeting everyone involved in the CBloggers project, and so we were like, who's this Jürgen guy?
And his amazing name.
He kept leaving us clues at the conference to sort of let us know that he's still, watching us. And
stalking.
so, by the end of it, I think a few people worked out who Jürgen was, and there's a few photos of him kicking about. So,
and a video, even a video got produced.
There is even a video.
Yes. Which is all on cbloggers.org.au. That was our main blog. Yeah, where we put everything, all the sessions that we went to. We were covering it with blog, microblogging, Facebook and Twitter. We also did photos, audio, video galore. It should all be up there or in the process.
So if you're interested in anything about the Community Broadcasting Association of Australia's conference, any workshops that happened, maybe you want to learn a bit more about what this conference is if you don't know, check out some photos from the Gala Awards night, the Voxies. Yeah, and just basically learn a little bit more about who was involved and who the faces are of the CBloggers project. I recommend you hit up that website, cbloggers.org.au.
Definitely. And one other exciting thing that came out, it was flogging. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? Because created a bit of a buzz. I think it was the Jürgen Hunt and the flogging, which changed into many different hashtags in itself.
Flogging sounds terribly rude.
It sounds very, but it's not.
Yeah, no. We all got involved with flogging. And we even flogged each other a little bit as well. Flogging is essentially...
PH flogging.
PH flogging we're talking about.
We should clear that up right now, just before it deteriorates.
PH flogging, it's this beautiful little system called iPadio, which is free, and you can ring it up from your mobile phone and upload an audio file of anything that you're talking about, essentially. And it can be live. It's pretty much instantaneous. And so we were integrating that into our coverage of the conference as well. So you'll be able to see some vlogs on the website as well.
Yes.
And have a listen to those.
I think there's one up here somewhere, Sunday, according to Brad. And you said here, I took a bit of time out for a quick vlog. So
yeah,
if you want to hear what that vlog said, you're going to have to hit up cbloggers.org.au.
And with a title like that, who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? Simon, what was your CBlogger experience like for you? What was that? What did you learn? What did you take away?
First and foremost, it was just insanely hectic. After the end of the first day, you know, who would have thought sitting down at a laptop and twittering away could have just drained you enormously. And yeah, like the bunch of people we got together clicked and gelled just so well, which would be so rare with a shade under 20 people.
Yeah.
Someone called in sick. Pretty lazy of them.
Oh, they're going to be keying themselves.
Yeah, it's terrible that they had to miss out, but you know, that's what laziness gets you.
I think it was sickness. Oh, let's move on.
Sickness, yeah. And gelled so well, 20 people from all around the country, and not one of them had a little bit of bitchiness or ego or anything like that. Everyone just worked really, really well together and lifted everybody else's game up to the next level.
Yeah, they really did. It was amazing. Just the content that everyone was bringing out, and, you know, what you could achieve. You know, makings possibly could have been seen as fairly dry content being presented, and you know, we came up with our crazy hashtags and did some interviews and got up in people's faces, and jazzercise, I think, was one way.
Jazzercise.
How could we forget
that
jazzercise?
is great. Yeah. On the first day of the conference, to make a bit of an impact, the CBloggers decided to dress up in their 80s gear and introduce themselves in crazy 80s outfits and present some jazzercise to everyone. If you're not aware of what jazzercise is, I recommend you check it out, because it is probably one of the oldest forms of new exercise. It's I recommend you Google it, actually, and hit up cbloggers.org.au for videos of the CBloggers doing a bit of jazzercise. It's the most insane 80s craze that has made a comeback.
And it injected a hell of a lot of life into that first plenary session.
Yeah. I mean, conferences in general can be a bit dry, and I think it was one of the awesome things that CBloggers delivered to the conference. It's just a bit of fun and energy to it, and a bit of new life. So,
and fitness.
Fitness, of course.
Because there was a lot of sitting down at times. There wasn't much, you know, jumping around. So, you know, we brought a bit of pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
That is the ideal way to describe jazzercise.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like sitting in a conference for 3 hours at a time in sessions without walking around. I'm surprised more people don't have deep vein thrombosis now or something.
People have to wear stockings next time just in case.
Compression stockings.
Keep their legs in check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should integrate fluoro decompression or compression stockings, whatever they're called.
Fabulous idea.
Leg warmers, actually. I'd like to see a leg warming trend.
Leg warmers should be mandatory in conference wear. Anyway, so the stations which were involved, you know, we had members from SYN involved, 4ZZZ in Brisbane, Radio Adelaide, FBI in Sydney, Vox FM, Voice FM.
Voice FM, I think.
As well as Bay FM, City Park Radio in Launceston. We also had some fellow Tassie people involved, as well as Edge, RTR, I think Joy. And,
Joy FM.
Missing probably quite a few.
I think we have. We tried to do a quick brainstorm before we went on air. But I do have every single blogger available. Yeah. We had Amy, Adam, Erin was one of our trainers. Georgia, she was from SYN, and she's the managing director. Is that the correct title?
GM or something.
GM, something amazing.
Something amazing.
Alistair from Edge Radio, Jonathan, or JB as he was known, and he was from Radio Adelaide,
and essentially made the whole thing happen.
Yes, big thanks and big
ups
props
to JB.
Yeah, fantastic job. Chrissy was also from Adelaide. Max, Chris from Sydney, FBI. Owen Damon, he was originally from Radio Adelaide and then moved to Lonnie and picked up at City Park Radio. Ellie from Sin. Brad in there as well. How could we forget Brad? Simon. Michael was one of our trainers. Trisha, she was from the Barossa Valley in outskirts of Adelaide. Is that right?
She was a legend.
Yeah.
She loves anything gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she had like a really cool sort of T-shirt at one stage, I think, which had something to do with gaming. It was really, really fun.
Well,
Anyway.
convenient being at the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that kind of gaming.
Not that gaming?
No, not
Oh, as in
not
computer
gambling.
game.
No,
Video
computer game.
Oh, fail. Sorry.
Trisha just loves the poker. And she had to tell the world through a T-shirt.
Oh, I took that to a whole new level. Sorry, Trisha. Rabina as well. She was from the ethnic station.
EBI, I think.
EBI, that's right. And she was one of our YEC, Youth Engagement Committee.
People.
Damon, he was from Bay FM. Alex Stewart is an Edge radioer.
With Sunday's Rebel Yell.
Yes, that's right. Nell, also a Edge, and Tiger. Is it Tiger?
Yeah, Tiger.
Yeah.
In the New Norfolk area.
Yeah. Damon, who is a very serious journalist, got to the gala dinner, awards night, and he had changed his name to Very Serious Journalist.
He just didn't switch off, that guy.
No, it was fantastic. Props to you too, Damien. Siobhan, and she was from
4ZZZ.
Exactly.
In Brisbane.
Fantastic.
Good stuff, everyone.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah, so an immense range of young presenters from all around the country. It's so diverse, the range of personalities in there.
Yeah.
But everyone's just on the same
We
wavelength.
all got along, and it was just great to see that we're all as passionate as each other. And we're going to be the ones, leading the community radio, community media sector into the future. So we've made some really, really positive networks, and we should be able to take everything to the next level and make community media just awesome, because it is awesome.
It definitely is. And I think to wrap it up, Brad,
yes.
New role, very special role, taking over from JB.
Yeah, speaking of leading the community sector into the future, Brad's going to be spearheading that.
Am I?
You are.
Oh.
And what's your new role? You elected?
Well, yeah. At the Youth Caucus this year, it was pretty exciting. We had to nominate a new... what's my role?
Youth
guy.
Yeah.
Youth representative.
That's
Community
it.
Broadcasting Association of Australia's youth representative is my new role. So that's...
Maybe you should have read the job description.
I know, maybe I
before
should have done a bit of background before I put my name to these
What
things.
have you got yourself into?
Who knows? But yeah, hopefully Jonathan Brown from Radio Adelaide, who he was the youth rep in the last 2 years, hopefully he'll be able to help me along and get me up to speed with things.
Definitely.
But yeah, seriously, honoured.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
Massive congratulations to you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yay.
I can't clap with one hand, but it doesn't work.
All right.
Clapping.
Well,
like that.
I think we can wrap up.
Yes.
The CBloggers Wrap Up.
Yes. So your number one highlight, Brad?
Number one highlight? So many highlights. But if I had to pick one, I think it would just be seeing the effect that the CBloggers project and the conference had on people's lives this year. It was amazing. Like, it's not often that you go to a conference and you sort of have your life changed for the better, I suppose, and you sort of reinforce why you're in community radio. So, yeah, I think that seeing how we've, touched people's lives, to put it in a really lame sense.
Aww.
Yeah.
And Simon?
Just the effect that 20 young people from around the country could actually have on, I guess, promoting the conference alone, as evidenced by the Twitter trending topics and the highlight, well, just the finished product. Just head over to cbloggers.org.au to see everybody's amazing blogging efforts and pictures and audio. The final product really speaks for itself.
Fantastic. And I reckon I retweet. I reaffirm everything you've just said. Amazing.
Hashtag retweet.
Hashtag retweet. My favourite new thing. Kind of learned how to use Twitter. Fantastic networks. Getting in there, meeting some people and just learning from each other and learning, oh yeah, we're doing a good job here, and sort of helping others along.
It was so busy the whole 3 days, but I don't think I ever heard one person complain. And that just goes to show how awesome each and every one of the people involved in the CBloggers were.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the future of community radio is in good hands.
I think it is. I think it is. Alrighty, well, to take us out, some Tassie music. How could we do it any other way?
3 to 2.
Do you know a bit about 3 to 2, Brad?
I know that they've been around for ages. I'm not sure if they're even together anymore. They should be, but I haven't heard from them in ages.
Maybe a shout out for them to, you know, get something up and we can, you know, support something if they have a gig. Get them on our gig guide.
All right, this one's called, what is it, First Times?
First Times on Edge Radio.